Arsenal, 140 years and 0 Champions League titles. Last night in Budapest, they were just 84 minutes away from destroying that terrible record that they have. And it all collapsed in one of the most painful ways a final can end for the losing side. Penalties. It was a heartbreak, and the most important kick literally sailed into the night sky. Welcome back to the Sports Lab, and today I'm going to be breaking down the Champions League final between Arsenal and PSG right here. Let's jump into it. We were in Budapest, the Puskás Arena, 60,000 plus fans, and the atmosphere was crazy. PSG were trying to become the first team to get back-to-back Champions League titles since Real Madrid's three-peat in 2016 to 2018. Arsenal on the other side, the team who just won the Premier League, who've been outstanding this season with their defensive-minded team, back in the UCL final for the first time in 20 years. It was 2 decades of hurt, and this game was their moment to fix that, especially for the fans. And everything was set up for a classic game in this match. And Arsenal started this game with zero fear. Their press was amazing and they had sharp passes. And because of that press, in the 5th minute, Marquinhos made a mistake, leading to Kai Havertz's goal, making it an early 1-0 lead for Arsenal. And this is the start that Arsenal and their fans dreamed of. But here's where things got really interesting and where I think Arsenal lost this title. They scored in the 6th minute, and at the end of game stats, when I was looking at it, it said that PSG had 860 passes to Arsenal's 180 in the whole game. And this game went to extra time. Because after that goal, something changed. The urgency completely dropped, and Arsenal stopped trying to score goals. They went into shutdown mode, or their usual haram ball. They started, every single player was behind the ball at all times, no matter how far PSG got into the final third. They were happy to protect a 1-goal lead against one of the best attacking sides in Europe. This is the worst thing you can do against a side like PSG. You gave them time, confidence, and let them find a way past your defense with 84 minutes left to play. And PSG will punish you if you let them figure you out. And that's exactly what happened. And in the second half, PSG came out like a completely different team. They had more intensity, more creativity. Kvaratskhelia and Dembélé were moving around, not staying in one position, disturbing Arsenal's defense and causing problems everywhere. And in the 65th minute, Gabriel gave an absolutely terrible challenge to give up the penalty. And obviously Dembélé was never going to miss it, and he equalizes 1-1. And honestly, Arsenal had no one to blame. I get that you're a great defensive team. They're great at defense. But you sit back for 84 minutes. That's plenty of time for a team like PSG to figure out what balls to play or how to get through it. And eventually, Arsenal conceded, and that was inevitable. But from there, it was end to end. Vitinha almost curled in 2 screamers, just going over the top netting. Then Barcola had one of the biggest chances of the night, but he couldn't take it. Neither team could find a winner, regulation nor extra time, so we went to penalties. And penalties is one of the cruelest ways for a football team to lose a final. It sucks to lose on penalties. And PSG got the advantage early because they got to take the penalties in front of their fans. For PSG, Ramos, Doué, Hakimi, and Beraldo, all 4 of them had outstanding penalties, sending Raya the wrong way every time. They were composed, clinical, and ice cold. But for Arsenal, it was a shaky penalty shootout. Because for their third penalty, Eze stepped up and he sent it wide. He sent the PSG goalie the complete wrong way. Eze stepped up and he sent it wide. He sent the PSG goalie the complete wrong way. He just couldn't hit the open net on the left side, and he sends it wide. Then Rice comes up confidently and absolutely smashes the ball in. And then Gabriel, to take the 5th penalty, he steps up and he sends the ball flying over the top bar. 140 years of waiting, and that wait is going to continue just because of that miss. PSG are now the back-to-back Champions League final winners, and Luis Enrique has built something amazing. But for Arsenal, this stings badly, But if I'm being honest, they've had a great season. No one expected them to win the league. Maybe their fans did, but I definitely didn't. And I definitely did not expect them to get to the final of the Champions League. So overall, it was a good season for them. It was a heartbreaking season in the end, but it was a good one. They will be back eventually. This is the Sports Lab. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time.